All right, we're live. Welcome. Let's see who shows up first. What time is it anyway? 11:40. 11:40. That's pretty good. Look at someone's here. Oh, Shirley's here. And Shammy. Shammy's the first member. You asked the same kind of question last week. But last week you said, would you lose the weight in 30 or 60 days? Oh, all right. There's Shammy, and then if no other members come in after Shammy for a little while, we'll do Shirley second. And we'll do Hannity, number 3. That's if no other members come in. Oh, there's Leo. All right, let's do the first one. First member who came in. Something about a job. Will I get a job in... Oh, it just jumped up. It jumped up again. Oh, in Google. How do you get a job in Google? Oh, I get it. Will I get the job in Google I applied for? I was thinking of the company. How do you get a job in the company Google? That would be cool. That's the way I read it, but you mean you went through Google, right? Will I get the job in Google I applied for? All right, this is it. All right, let's move it that way. And that way, that's good. That's better. So will you get the job in Google that you applied for? Keep splitting. I was doing that last weekend. Well, this is in the current time, so we're going to look at the future cards. This one is just saying things like stagnation and failure, but that's in the current. Oh, this is the wish card. That means you'll get your wish. That's interesting because this is the current situation, which is stagnation, means things aren't happening. And then the card that crosses it like that. This one says you'll get your wish. And this card overpowers this card. So maybe this is saying you're going to get the job because it's overpowering the stagnation that you're in right now. So let's see what else. If you just do 2 cards, that might be the answer. And then here's another stagnation one in the past, but here's victory in the future. So it says the same thing. The second 2 cards say the same thing that the first 2 cards said. Stagnation, and you'll get your wish. And then cards number 3 and 4 say stagnation in the past and victory in the future and forward movement. So it looks like it's going to happen. And then there's a celebration. So we don't even need to go any further than that, I don't think. But let's do the other 5 just to see. And there's more victory and success and forward movement. It keeps repeating itself, the same thing. And then this one is what you fear. And what you fear would be having people working against you or having enemies who are trying to hurt you in some way. And then this is something in the family, friends or family, there's some kind of setback. And it might be connected to this fear. Maybe it's something negative happening in the family that might push you back down, might keep you from going up. And this kind of connects with that. That's connecting with the family, something negative in the family. And then a negative money card that's connecting to the past. But if you look at the first 6 cards, it's repeating the same thing over. Stagnation, then you'll get your wish. Stagnation, and then victory and success. And then a celebration, and then number 6 is victory and success again. And you have 2 cards that say forward movement. Then we get into the fear section. But those first 5 cards, 6 cards say everything you need to know. It looks like you're going to get the job. That was an interesting one. Then there might be some trouble in the family. All right. Chamois will probably come back. I don't. There you go. Uh-oh. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. That was a good one. Interesting how that repeated over and over. I think Shirley made a list. I don't see any more members, so we can do. I said earlier that we would do Shirley second, and then that's me, Hannity, person third, and then Leo fourth, unless a member comes in. Might be a slow day today. Everybody's out enjoying the nice weather. So we could do Shirley seconds, and we'll do that until a member comes in, and then we'll go with the member or a super chat. What? Oh, no, that's a different question. Oh, you had the question about the weight, and then you took it off. So this is a different question. What is the person who I've been talking to going to do with the face picture I sent him? He said he has connections for opportunities. So he's got connections, he said, and you're wondering what he's going to do with the picture you sent him. What's he going to do with the picture you sent him? Wonder how the cards are going to answer that one. Maybe all we'll be able to get is positive or negative things. That's the kind of question that you would want a specific answer for, and that's the kind of answer that is hard to get from the cards. So let's see what they do. What's he going to do with the picture you sent him? That's a hard question. Hard question for the cards to show is what I'm trying to say. It's an easy question, but it's hard for the cards to show it. It's like if you're speaking to someone who speaks a completely different language than you do, and they don't speak any English, for instance. The more complicated the question is, the more difficult it would be for you to get your idea across to the person who can't understand you. If it's basic, like, I want you to go over and stand over there, that's easy. But if you ask a complicated question like this, then it's hard for that person to understand what you're talking about. So what I'm saying is it's hard for the cards to give that answer because it's a complicated answer. It's not a basic yes or no or something like that. It's the more complicated the question, the more difficult it is for the cards to answer the question. So what's he going to do with that picture? Uh-huh. Let's see what it says. This one shows you going on a break. He's not going to go on a break with the picture. So that must be you going on a break or relaxing or taking a little time off from a stressful situation. So that must be you because he wouldn't do that with the picture. This shows that you're on a journey, but you're on the journey all alone by yourself. Well, that's interesting. That person is going on a journey, and this one shows you on a journey by yourself. and he's all by himself on his journey. That's interesting. So these are talking about you because that doesn't fit in with the question. This one is saying, that one's in the past, but it's saying something about if you make a decision, stick with the decision. Maybe that has something to do with the weight, because your first question was about, will you lose 30 pounds? And this might be, and this is in the past, and this one might be, since this could be the first question that you asked because it's in the past, and then you asked another question a little bit later on. So that would be the question farther into the future. This one might be saying, if you make a decision to do something, don't give up, don't go back on it. Keep moving forward on it and keep doing it. So that might have something to do with the trying to lose weight. Don't give up on it. Keep working at it. Or this is good about getting spiritual freedom, staying away from temptation. That's connecting with the weight again. I think we have two answers going. This one says making good decisions. That fits in with if you make a decision, stick with it and follow it through. And then staying away from temptation, and then reaching a higher level of spiritual freedom. So I think we have two questions. Or this could be just, this works well. All four cards work well with the weight question. There's nothing so far that would connect with the second question. This one says that you won't get your wish. Oh, you know what this is? This is a monetary thing, a material thing. This one might be connected to the second question you asked about what is he going to do with the picture. And if it's supposed to be a job related thing, maybe, because this is negative for material things. If it were this way, it would be, and you were asking about a job, this one would be saying you're going to get the job. If it comes up this way, it would be saying you're not going to get the job. So if he's going to do something with that picture, you want him to do something with that picture that would bring money in for you, this would be saying it's not going to happen. Because this one says you're not going to get your wish in connection with something that has to do with money or material things. Then this one says you're being held back by fear, and you need to overcome the fear in order to move forward. And this is what you fear, and that's stagnation or things not growing. That's what you fear. You don't want that to happen. Then here's the Emperor in the friends and family. That's a good card. It also, as far as a job situation goes, it's talking about someone who is in like a supervisor or manager position, someone who is at the higher level. That could be the person you gave the picture to. Here, this one says a negative message is going to come in. A bad message is going to come in. And then this one said you will not get your wish. And this one says a bad message is going to come in. So maybe it's saying that nothing is going to happen with that picture. Nothing is going to come of it. One more card left. Oh, but this one's a good card for friendship and love. Number 10, you end up with a good card about friendship and love. And this one says, either a good message coming in about friendship or love, or friendship or love moving forward strongly. So that's interesting. It's almost like you've got two or three different things going on. But let's see what I see a bunch of blue. Let's see what you've been saying. It's stressing you out. You talk almost every day. Thinking about taking a break. All right. Yeah, these two are saying something isn't going to work. But this one about friendship, this could be a business related thing because it talks about material. And this one is energy, things happening, where this good card is about friendship or love. And that was number 10. Let's see what number 11 is. Oh, that's good things happening with the family. Number 11. Oh, number 12 is a good card about friendship and love. So 10 and 12 are talking about good things about friendship and love. But it still says you have to overcome some kind of fear. There might be fear holding you back. All right, the next person I said I was going to do was what was it? Hannity, and then Leo. Leo number 4. Then after that, I'm not sure. No other members have come in yet. Oh, that was a tricky one. It had almost like 4 different things going on. Yeah, when you make a question difficult, it's sometimes hard for the cards to answer it. Or you're thinking you shouldn't have sent him the face picture. All right, I said there was Shammy, and then Shirley came in, and then Hannity, I was saying would be number 3, and then Leo would be number 4. And then it looks like there's Hannity again. Let's see if that person is still here. There's the question. You got a question today. Oh, you got a message today, and you want to know what it truly meant. That's interesting. Another difficult question. People like asking difficult questions. I sometimes wish the tarot was more like a Ouija board and you could ask very specific things. Oh, and it would give you a specific answer. Ah, look at that. A nice super chat just came in. Let me see if that person is still here. If the person isn't here, Snee Hannity, then I'll go to the super chat. Because it doesn't look like that person's been here for a while. Can I have a money reading? Thank you. Leo's still here, but I don't think Snee Hannity is here. Yeah, so I'll do this question. Whenever I say a question in my head, I like to answer it before I go on to the next person, because then it's almost like there are two questions floating around. But I don't think that person's here anymore. That's why I don't like to read a question until I'm ready to do it, because then if I stop and go to the next question, it's like that first question is still up in there. I want to give that person a minute to do it. I think that person isn't here anymore. Snee Hannity. All right, I can go on to Janosi. I'm probably saying that wrong, huh? Can I have a money reading? Thanks. Yeah, okay, we'll do that one. I think that other question is gone now. A money reading? I didn't write that person's name down, so. There we go. It should work out okay. Because sometimes when I have two questions up there, it almost feels like the cards are answering both questions. But that question for Snee Hannity is gone. I don't even remember what it was, so that's good. It's completely gone now. So Janosi wants a money reading. A money reading. And thank you for the super chat. That's very nice. Money. Okay, let's see what it says. Oh, that's a good start. That's victory, success, forward movement. freedom of the spirit. So it could be saying forward movement concerning money and victory and success. Lots of energy, lots of forward movement. This one says if there's a burden, it's getting lighter. There's less of a burden as you move forward. That fits in with the first card. So if there's stress and things like that, it'll be getting less stressful. This is a negative thing in the past. This should be all done with. And this is more like stagnation or failure in the past. It's interesting because they're both swords. The past is a sword, the page of swords, and then the future, going into the future, is the Queen of Swords. Oh, good. This goes with the Queen of Swords because this is good fortune, and this one is you right there. You're right there, and this is negative energy. Negative energy is losing power, and you're gaining power. So you have the Queen of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune going upward. So things are improving. Ooh, this one says to be, maybe this goes with that, the 10 of Wands. This says, don't overdo things. And it could be talking about stress because this card talks about stress or putting too much of a burden on yourself. So this card might be reinforcing that, saying, don't put a lot of burden on yourself. Don't stress yourself out. Don't make things more difficult on yourself than they need to be. I think that's what these two cards are saying. Don't make things more difficult for yourself. Try to make things easier. Take some of the stress off. Oh, here's a negative person in your future. So you might have to watch out in the future for a negative person who might come along and try to cause trouble for you. He's the kind of person, or she, it could be a he or a she, who would try to take advantage of a situation and try to gain the victory and then take that victory away from you, that kind of person. This one says things are moving forward quickly. And I'm not sure if that's what you want or you don't want because it's in the fear section. So it's possible that you don't want things to move forward quickly. You want things to go more slowly. That's a possibility. Sometimes the fear card works as a fear card, and sometimes it works with the center group over here. So that one could go either way. You either want things to go quickly and they will, or you're afraid that they'll go too quickly and you don't want things to go too fast. It could be saying that too. This is you right here, and you're waiting for something to come towards you. And this could be the money. This could represent money. Cups could represent friendship, love, or money. So if it's a money issue, you could be waiting for that to come towards you. And it is coming towards you. It's moving towards you like that. That goblet, the goblet is moving towards you. This one is saying, if you have to make a decision, make it now, make it quick. When it gets to you, it might not get to you right away because this is in the future. But when a decision gets to you, don't delay making a decision. Make a decision quickly and then give your answer back. If you sit on it for too long, then you might lose your opportunity. The window of opportunity will be real small. So you have to get it within that window. If you wait too long because you're indecisive, then the window might just disappear and you'll lose your opportunity. That's what that one is saying. That's interesting. That one is saying, don't judge a book by its cover. That one is saying, look into things, be careful. Oh, okay. In this one, I was saying, if someone makes an offer, don't hesitate on it, go into it right away. And then the next card is saying, this is number 10. It's saying, don't go by the surface value, don't go by the surface image of something. Look deep down. Don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge it by what's on the surface. So if you combine those two, I said move quickly on this one, but this one is actually saying the opposite. It's saying take your time and look into the details and do the research on it. So I think if you combine those two, what it's saying is if an opportunity comes your way, do the research, but do it quickly. Don't hesitate on it. And then as soon as you know if it's a good deal or if it's a bad deal, then let the person know what you want to do. So if this person here offers you something, go in, do the research on Google or whatever, find the information and get right back to the person and say yes or no. I think that's what it's saying. So don't spend 2 or 3 days doing this part, and by the time you go back to this person, the person's gone and they've moved on to the next person. So do the research, decide quickly, then make the right decision and tell the person what you're going to do, and then do it quickly. But do the research first. That's what that one is saying. It's almost like it corrected me because I was saying if an opportunity comes up, say yes right away or decide right away. And then the next card that came up said, wait a minute, don't tell the person that. Tell the person to do the research first. Then once they get the information, then make a quick decision. It's almost like that high priestess, like she corrected me. She's saying, Firefly, don't do that. You said it wrong. Oh, and number 11 is saying that the future will be better. Something difficult might be happening now, but the future will be better. There we go. That's interesting how that worked out. It's almost like that card was correcting me and saying, you said it wrong, say it different. That was funny. But it looks good. You've got the Queen of Swords. That's a very good card. And you got the Wheel of Fortune going up. And that's a good card. And then this one is saying something is coming towards you. And that's you waiting. And this is the thing coming towards you right there. The cup. But you might have an enemy somewhere. That person might be an enemy who you have to watch out for in the future. All right. I think I can put the cards away. We'll do Leo next. But that was interesting. It's a good one. It's good. It says good things are going to happen. Then it gives that good information about making a decision. Yeah. Because that makes sense. If someone makes you an offer, go into the internet and get the information, and then you would know if it's good or bad. And then you tell the person yes or no, and you do it quickly. That's what that one is saying. If you drag it out too long and are indecisive, then you will lose the opportunity. That's what it says. All right, let's do Leo. That person will come back. Let's see Leo's question. I am here. A general for next week. Okay. Write your name down. Leo. Oh, look where it's split. That one is hard to shuffle because there's only a little bit left. See, that one's right in the middle. General reading. Oh, this one says a good message is going to come in soon. And there might be some travel coming. Interesting. Also says you're a good, strong person. And that kind of goes with this card. This is strength over weakness. So this one says one of the meanings is that you're a strong person and can handle all kinds of difficult situations. And this one is strength over weakness, is one of the meanings. There's also health over sickness, intelligence over bad decisions, love over hate, all kinds of good things over the animal forces, the lower forces. Here's a negative money card in the past. This one should be all done with. That's the past. Oh, here's a good card for romance or friendship. So maybe there's going to be a friendship, a new friendship or romance. Or it could be saying that if there is already something happening, that it'll improve or it'll be nice, it'll be good. There won't be any arguments or anything. This one says to be careful with your money, make wise decisions concerning money. That's coming up. That's in the future. Here's this is justice. So that means that you will get justice if you're doing anything where, like a lawsuit or anything like that, you'll get justice. Or it could be saying things will go your way. If there's an argument or something, things will go your way. Anything like that. Anything that has to do with justice. Plus, it has balance. It's a good card for balance. Everything is balanced, which kind of goes with this card about that kind of shows balance too. And they're across from each other. This one is another one that says you can handle really difficult situations. And it's a good card for money. So that matches up with the first card that was saying you can handle difficult situations, that you're strong. So we have 3 cards showing you're strong and you can handle difficult things. Here's a negative card about money or employment, but it's in the friends and family section. So it could possibly be happening to a friend or a family member, or it could be that that is somehow affecting you. It's coming over and affecting you because it's way over on the corner. And then your cards are kind of in the middle where I am. And so this might be affecting a friend or a family member, or it might be that what they are doing is coming over and affecting you in the center section. But it has some kind of effect on you. Then here's another one about unemployment, and that connects with the friends and family card. And then here's kind of another, that kind of creates a line, a vertical line going up and down. And this is being disorganized and not being creative and not using the imagination. And that's kind of what this is. These are all negative. They're like that. It's all negative concerning money or employment. And it's all connected to the friends or family section. All 3 of those. Let's see what number 11 is. Oh, number 11 is very good. That has to do with things growing and prosperity and birth of all kinds of new ideas and other good things. And then number 12 is a continuation of this one. This is growth and prosperity. And then this one is achieving a goal. And you take what's here and you build it up and you achieve a goal over here. It keeps improving. That's a good one. The only negative thing is really something connected with employment, and it could be happening to a friend or a family member, or it could be somehow coming over and affecting you. Let's see what you've been saying. Let's see what goes on. This is a good one for a general reading because it covers a lot of different things. It looks like there's almost 3 different answers there. Talks about being strong, talks about getting justice, about balance. Oh, this one has balance too. The 3 cards talking about balance. That means like things are balanced, good and evil, positive, negative, that kind of balance. The forces are balanced. That's a good way to say it. It's not going to one end or the other. It's balanced in the middle. And that's the way it should be. A nice, right in the middle, a nice balance. It's not good for things to go too far in either direction. It's good for it to be right in the center. All right, oh, there's Leo. Oh, okay. Oh, you're welcome. I will see you next week. I'm going to get some water and I'll turn the fan on and we'll figure out Who's going to be next? Maybe that person right there. Huh? I'll be right back. All right. Let's see who we got here. MDD. Oh, there's Nettie. And towards me. Oh no, not towards me. THANDEKADIAMIMNI. My goodness. I love these long names. So Nettie's here. There's Leo. And right under Leo, we have that long name, THAN. We'll say THAN, Than. We'll say it that way. And then there's snow, winter, snowing, SNOWIN, and then MDD, and then user. There's THAN again. I think that THAN is the next person to go. And then MDD. And there's Nettie. So here's the question from right underneath Leo is THAN, and then I think it's MDD. But that THAN person says, what's coming towards me this week? Let's do that person. Then we could do MDD. I'll write down MDD next. Let's see if we can get those two people. So what's coming towards you this week? What's coming towards me this week? Let's see. Oh, this one could be you. This could represent you. And this is a good person, intelligent, helps other people, is good with money, and has a good connection with the spirit world. It's down here in the bottom. Good imagination, creative, artistic. Oh, here's another one saying good imagination, and it also talks about the spirit world. So, two cards are talking about someone who's creative and has a good imagination. That's interesting. And then here we have victory and success and forward movement. Ooh, and this one is saying be careful to make good decisions and stay away from temptation. It's an advice card. Make good decisions and stay away from temptation as you go into the week. This one, that's also an advice card. It's saying don't get stuck in a comfort zone. So this one is saying make good decisions and stay away from temptation. And this one is saying don't get stuck into a comfort zone. If you feel yourself doing that, push yourself out of it, push yourself forward. Then here's another one about the comfort zone. Two cards are warning. They're warning you against being in a comfort zone. They're saying don't get stuck in a situation where you don't want to move forward, and then nothing will happen. If you get stuck, nothing's going to happen during the week. You'll be stuck, and you'll get to the end of the week and nothing will happen. So it's kind of saying it's all up to you. What happens this coming week is up to you. You have to push yourself forward. That's what those two are saying. And this one is what you fear, and you fear a very difficult situation. Maybe that's why you're in a comfort. If you are in a comfort zone, maybe that's why you're afraid that if you push yourself and go out of the comfort zone, something bad is going to happen. But these two cards right here are saying you have to push yourself. Then you'll have victory and success. There you go. So if those three cards are telling a story, they're saying you might be afraid to push yourself out of a comfort zone because you're afraid that something bad is going to happen. But then this card says you'll have victory and success. If you push yourself out there, get yourself out there and start doing things, you'll have victory and success. And then here's another good card about energy. This card kind of goes with this card. There's similar qualities, but that one is an intelligent person, good energy. Things are growing. There's growth and energy, and things are moving forward. That kind of goes with the victory and success card. You have victory and success, then things start to move forward and grow and build. Then here's one. This might be connecting to the past, but that's card number 10, and it says that there might be a bad message coming in, or it might be warning you about low energy. It could be connecting with these cards about stagnation. Because if number 10 is negative, it's usually connecting to something in the past. And these are two negative cards in the past. And this is low energy, so that's similar to stagnation. So it could be that it's warning you against the stagnation. Then this one says if you overcome that fear and come out of the stagnation, that you'll have victory and success. So that's good. I dropped one of the victory and success. There we go. Victory and success. But you have to come out of stagnation, out of the comfort zone. Ooh, where'd everybody go? I wonder if there's something wrong with the connection. I hope it's recording it. There we go. Something's happening. Oh, yeah, it's working. Okay. When it stops like that, it makes me think that the connection was lost. And then I don't want to put the cards away because it wouldn't be recording it if it's. It would make it look like it's working. Everything looks like it's working, but it's not recording it. It's done that before. And there's my friend. They're finally, looks like our friend, the Prime Minister, is finally going to step down. We'll have to see what happens tomorrow. All right, BALT is here. Yeah, I looked up and there was only one member. One person on there. I thought we lost the connection. Oh, there's that person. Okay. You're welcome for that person I just did. And we'll do MDD right after BALT. We'll do your question for MDD. All right. Yeah, I thought we lost the connection. Hi, Shannon. I bought you a coffee. Thank you very much. Here's my question. Oh, that's a nice, easy one, huh? Should I follow the same pattern for the next 7 days? Yes or no? A nice, easy question. Should you follow the same pattern for the next 7 days? Look at that. It's split already. Should you follow the same pattern for the next 7 days? Let's split again. It says it's ready. Ah. This one says this is the current situation, the foundation, and it says that you're resting. You're in a pause. You're in a resting mode, in a pause mode. I would say that one would be saying, continue what you're doing. Continue the same pattern, because eventually this card will turn this way and it'll say, renewed activity. Things will change. But right now, it's saying things are moving forward, or things are paused. That's what I'm trying to say. Things are stopped. They're resting. They're in a resting mode. That's what I'm trying to say. But this one talks about growth and prosperity. That would be the next card because you have a pause after battle. You have battle or a lot of activity. Then you take a pause and a rest. Then you have renewed activity. And then this would be the renewed activity after the pause. And then here's a very good money card. Then here's another good card. And usually we say this one is about friendship or love, but cups could be money too. Cups could be friendship, love, or money. And this shows this person, whatever this is, it's moving forward strongly and steadily. And then here's a good message coming in. So if we say that's about money, that makes sense because this is a pause after some hard work. And then this overpowers the pause, which means this comes next, which makes sense because you have this, then you have renewed activity after the pause is done. And then here's the renewed activity. I'll bet you're seeing that card. I just noticed that card there. That's the bottom card. You'll get your wish. And then the third card is good money moving forward strongly. And then this card is the same thing, moving forward strongly. And this could represent money. It could represent friendship, love, or money. So it's the exact same thing as this. If this one is money, they're exactly the same. They're moving forward strongly, like that. Which goes with this, which is growth and prosperity. Ooh. I'm actually going to look that one up. I'm not sure how it. I usually say that one means that you should reduce things down, that you might be stressing yourself out. But I'm going to come back to that one. This one shows good combinations, people working well together. And maybe if we're looking at good combinations, it might be saying that what you're doing right now is working well. Also shows a good imagination, good creativity. And this is what you fear, and that's failure. So that makes perfect sense. You fear failure. Failure and stagnation. You would fear those two things. Oh, this is a negative card for friends and family. I wonder if that's the vampires. It also, if it's not a person, it could be talking about being careful about secrets. Keep your secrets to yourself. Don't let your secrets out there. Don't let your important information get out there and someone could possibly use it against you. It's either that or vampires. You're vampires. This one talks about speculation. It's saying, don't hold back on making a decision. If you have to make a decision about something, it's best to move forward. If you hold back for too long, you'll lose the opportunity. I wonder if that means that it's time to make a decision and do something different. Oh, I think it is. because this is the foundation. This is where you're at right now. And you're kind of in a steady pause or a steady flow. And then the very next card that comes up talks about growth and prosperity and change, things happening. And it overpowers the first card. So this card would be saying to change the current situation into something different. Because eventually this card turns this way and it becomes renewed activity. So something new starts. And then this is the renewed activity. And then if you do that, then you have two cards that are saying things moving forward strongly. And they could both, this one represents money and this one could represent money. And then that's what you fear. And this could be the vampires. And this is people getting along. This could be people working well together, or it could be being creative using your imagination. And then this one is saying to not get stuck in a situation where you're overthinking something. You have to make a decision and move forward. So I think that one connected with the other ones is saying that it's time for a change, going from that resting mode into things moving forward strongly into change. Then this one says that shows you working on a project and the project is going well. Things are doing well. The only one I want to look up, I want to see what you're saying first, then I'll look up that number 5 card. Oh, you already made up your mind. Okay, I'll look up number 5 just for the heck of it. Because sometimes it's different than what I'm thinking. It always depends on what the question is. There we go. Good resolutions, slight success. Oh, slight success must be followed up. New will and determination, intelligent selections. So it's saying slight success must be followed up. That's a good one. That kind of fits with what you're doing. But you say you've decided, I know what I need to do. Okay, good. Yeah, this is a nice one. I like this. Yeah. All right, you know what to do. Okay, good. It's interesting that you have two that have the exact same meaning. This one came first and then that one, and they have the exact same meaning, things moving forward strongly. And then this one has a message might come in, then prosperity, then maybe the vampires, being creative, things working well, time being used wisely. All right. And that shows you working on a project and things are going well. And you saw the bottom card that you're going to get your wish. The wish card. Oh, number 11 is good too. That's more forward movement. Things moving forward strongly again. Three cards showing forward movement. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you for the coffee and for being a member. Yeah. All right, let's see. I wonder if MDD is still here. I hope something happens tomorrow in the UK. Some good news. It's not going to solve anything, but it's a step in the right direction. There you are. Good. We'll do MDD next. Yeah, because I wrote you down right after THAN. So your question is up here. There it is. My question is at the beginning of the chat. Oh, so you're going to add it again. Here it is. I can add it again. Is my grandmother Anise watching over me? Is your grandmother watching over you? That is what the spirits do. They watch over you. Someone asked a question about 2 weeks ago, something like that. Is your grandmother watching over you? It can be any of the relatives. That can be anyone. They could even take turns, I suppose. No reason why they can't take turns. And 1 week or 1 day, you could have one relative, and later on, you could have another. But the spirits can see the future. So if your grandmother is up there watching and you're about to head into danger, she would get that message before it happens. So then she could come down and watch you more closely and maybe help you out, because they can see the future. They can see what's going to happen. That's why they show up as quickly as they do, because they know it's going to happen. Because when it happens, they're right there. A car could come out of nowhere, and it's only 2 or 3 seconds, and they'll somehow get you out of the way, and only a few seconds have passed. So they know ahead of time what's going to happen to you. and then they're there when you need them. But let's see what the cards say. That's an unusual, but this one's in the foundation for some reason. Maybe you're having some trouble right now, because this is talking about failure or stagnation or things not moving forward. Then here's another one about failure and stagnation, but that's in the foundation. Interesting, they're both swords. You got the Page of Swords and the King of Swords. And then here's a negative person. I wonder if, and that's also a swords. You got 3 swords reversed. And this one is a negative person causing trouble. But now we go into, that's the past. Now we go into the card that starts to go into the present and then up into the future. And this shows that you're in control of the situation. You're in control of the lower forces, and there's balance and stability. Nothing about your grandmother yet. Oh, this is a nice one for friendship and romance. That might be saying that you're going to make a new friend or something. It could be friendship that develops into romance or just friendship. This one talks about being disorganized, being kind of messy. Or it could also be talking about, if you're a creative person, it could be talking about like a creative block, like a writer's block, where you're in like a little slump where you're not being creative. And this one is what you fear, and that's carrying a heavy burden and having a lot of stress on you. You would fear that. This one says there's going to be renewed activity. We only have 2 cards left, and I don't see anything about your grandmother. Let's see if it's in this is number 9. Oh, this one says people getting along well together and using their energy wisely and being creative. Oh, that kind of goes with, this one was saying like a writer's block or being uncreative or not using the imagination. And then this one is the complete opposite. And it's going into the future like it would, like if you have writer's block and then the writer's block clears up and then you're able to be creative again. Wonder if your grandmother's in here. Nope. This one says watch for unexpected good. So that's nice. But it looks like the first 3 cards are talking about someone negative. This one is definitely a negative person. These 2 could be negative people or a person. Or it could be talking about something negative happening to you, maybe caused by this person. But then when we get to card number 4, everything is good. Everything from card 4 onward is very good. This one is saying you're in control, you're in charge of things. This one says you might make a new friend or a new romance. Could be friendship or romance. This one's kind of negative. It's talking about like being in a uncreative mode. If you're an artistic person, being uncreative, then the imagination kind of gets stuck. Or it could be talking about being disorganized and sloppy, kind of, and wasting time, wasting energy, which is interesting because the card right above it, if you were to turn it this way, it would mean the same thing. When these 2 are like this, they're both saying not using energy and time wisely, not being creative, that kind of thing. But when you turn it this way, it changes the meaning completely. And now it's talking about being creative and using your energy wisely. So this could just be talking about being in a situation where you're not using your talents and your energy in the right way and you're kind of wasting time. But as you go into the future, it'll shift around completely 180 degrees. And then you get this card, which is completely different than the other one. And it's saying you are now using your energy wisely and creativity wisely. And then this one says, watch for unexpected good. Then this one says you're going to have renewed activity. This is the only one that might actually talk about your grandmother, because when you hold it that way, that's you, and this is someone coming in to help you. So this could represent your grandmother right there. And then that one said it came up this way, so it says renewed activity is going to happen, which could connect with this one about being creative, being in a writer's block. Let's see what number 11. Number 11 shows that you're victorious over your enemies. That fits in with being victorious over whoever this is, because those are your enemies. Whoever this is your enemy. And it would be like they are down here, like that, and they're coming up and battling you, and you're pushing them down, and you're being victorious. But that's the only thing that might be your grandmother, is that one card, the 8th card. Yeah. It's a good spread. You have some really good cards. But this is the only one that might be saying that this might be your grandmother right there. But all the other cards are talking about other things. Yeah. I looked at number 12, 13, and 14, and it doesn't show anything. You have the High Priestess as number 12 card. But otherwise, it doesn't really, I don't know. It could be saying that it's someone other than your grandmother, that maybe an uncle or an aunt or a cousin. That's what it could be saying. Because it could be anybody. And like I said earlier, they could take turns. Just whoever happens to be in the mood that day. But there's some good stuff here. All right. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Oh, Nettie. We'll do Nettie next. We'll do Nettie. Nettie. There we did MDD. We'll do Nettie. Let's see what Nettie has to say. There it is. May I get a general reading, please? Okay. General. A general reading for Nettie. Is that Cat Lady? I think Cat Lady is here. That's Cat Lady. A general reading. Oh, you got that card that the person right before you had. And that shows you waiting and something is coming towards you. So something is going to happen. And then when that something happens, then it turns this way and it talks about renewed activity. So something is going to happen and you're going to move forward and then you'll have renewed activity. This one talks about good things coming from your past. Like maybe you'll get a message from someone you knew in your past. Could be anybody, anytime. It could be someone's going to come visit you, someone will contact you, or you'll have good memories of the past, good feelings from things in the past. This one shows people working well together and using their energy wisely. That one could fit in with this one. Someone could show up and you spend some good time together and you use your time wisely and you enjoy yourself or you're productive. Here you are, victory and success and forward movement, but there might be a little sadness. The Queen of Swords has some sadness, but it shows all kinds of good things, freedom of the spirit, forward movement. That kind of fits in with this idea because once the person makes contact, then you have renewed activity. And then you have a person making contact. And then here you have forward movement and activity. So it could be that something is going to happen in the next week or two, and then there's going to be all kinds of activity. Oh. Justice reversed. Interesting. Maybe something will happen where either some kind of judgment will turn against you, like a lawsuit or something, or maybe you will feel like you're not being treated fairly by somebody. You might feel like you're being treated in an unjust way. It could be that. If there is no lawsuit or anything, it could be just you get the feeling that they're not treating me right, that kind of thing. They're giving this person special treatment and they're treating me in a negative way. It could be something as simple as that. Oh, and then here's like a failure type of thing. And this is like a failure. Interesting. We were doing so well, and then all of a sudden it kind of drops down into some kind of trouble. So maybe it's going good, it's going well, and then there's going to be a little dip. But this one then says watch for unexpected good. So we have 4 good cards. Then we have number 5 and 6 are negative, and number 7 is good again. So it might mean, and what's interesting, you have a lot of swords. So that's like activity, like battling, fighting against other people. So it could be something job related where you have a little dip, because this one could definitely be job related, and this one could be, and so can this one. And you have a dip, you're doing well, then you dip down, and then you come back up. And this one says, watch for unexpected good. Something good is going to happen. So if you get into a negative situation, don't worry about it because it'll just last a short time. It's just a little dip, and then it'll come back up, and something good will come your way. And then that fits in with this one where something good is coming towards you. So it kind of a dip. And then this is a negative person. Maybe these all connect together. Maybe this negative person right there is going to cause you some trouble. And this definitely could be business related, like a work situation. And then here's another one. You've got the King of Cups and you've got the Emperor, and they're both reversed. So that's almost surely a definite person, a negative person. And that could be what these other cards are. A negative person is causing you trouble in the future. Because then all the other cards are good. Let's see what number 10 is. 10 is a good card for you're learning things, you're improving. This is a good business-related card, a job-related card. You're improving your skills, you're moving up the ladder, you're making money. And all those fit together really nice. All these 6 cards, they're all very good. And they could all be either money related or business related or work related. A lot of them are work related and money related. And then these 4, it looks like this is a negative person right here. And then here he or she is causing you trouble. The negative person is causing you trouble in the future, going into the future. But it does look like there's a negative person coming towards you. Oh, oh, you're welcome, Nettie. Yeah, look, these 6 look really good. But these are the only 4 bad ones, and it's surrounding some kind of person causing you trouble. The Emperor reversed and the King of Cups reversed. And then 2 kind of 2 failure cards connected to those 2 negative cards. All right. I saw Cat Lady and Village. Happy Father's Day. I don't know if Cat Lady wants a reading. We could go to Village. Let's see if Cat Lady, because Cat Lady came in right before Village. If Cat Lady isn't here, we'll go to Village. There's Cat Lady. So if we could do Cat Lady and then Village. Oh, there's also Jay the Agua. Let's see if Cat Lady has a question. And then you already put your question up. You want to know L's intentions and feelings. Maybe I'll do you right now, and then that'll give Cat Lady time to write a question. Let's do it that way. We'll do Village first, and then I'll write Cat Lady down. There we go. Oh, that's okay. Cat Lady wrote a question, but that's all right. We'll do because Village actually had the question up first. I want to know L's intentions or feelings. Let's do that one, then we'll do Cat Lady. right, let's see what we got. Oh, this is a negative person. And you're asking about L. And this is in the foundation. And it's a very negative person. Let's see if this one should oppose, either add on to or oppose that first card. This one says you'll get back what you lost. That's interesting. It talks about you losing something and then it comes back to you. Whatever it is you lost, it'll be coming back to you. Then here we have justice and balance and stability. That's good. So you have 2 good cards so far and 1 negative card. This one shows that you're going to start a new journey, or you just started it. You may have just started it. And there's 2 people involved, you and another person. Maybe that's L. But this one shows 2 people arguing and having trouble with each other. This one shows that you're on a journey with 2 people, you and another person. 2 people on a journey. And then this shows 2 people arguing and having fights and having all kinds of trouble. And then down here we have a negative person. Then here we have some money trouble. And this one shows you, this one talks about moving from one place to another, or from moving from something negative over here towards something positive over here. You're moving away from something negative, but it shows it in the fear section. So it's saying that maybe you should make a move, but you're afraid to. It would be a hard move to make, and you're afraid to do it. But it shows you moving, but you don't want to move, that you're afraid to move. Then here's a good money card. That's good. Because we have a negative money card that came up before it. But we do have this card that says whatever you lost, you'll be getting back. And they're all pentacles. So here's a pentacle saying you lose some money. Here's a pentacle saying that you'll get back what you lost, and it's pentacles. Then here's a pentacle saying that a good message is coming in about money. So it's almost like you lose money, then a card says you'll get back what you lost, then another card says a good message is coming in about money, and that could be the money coming back, the money that you lost. So now we have 1 card left, 2 cards left. Here's a failure, and I think that's in the past. I think that's connecting to this person here and this argument that you had, because they're both swords. And then here's a good person. This is a good person, someone who's mature and responsible, someone who works hard, knows the value of hard work and saving money and spending wisely. The complete opposite of this person here. And this was number 1, and that's number 10. So this is it, maybe in the foundation or the past, that person, that negative person. And this person is in the future. And that's a very good person. And then this one shows you leaving something negative in the past and going towards something positive in the future over here. So it could be like that kind of thing. You're going towards this person here and away from that person there. This is a negative person. This is a positive. And you're leaving this person and going towards that person. But it's in the fear section, so you're afraid to do that. You're afraid to come out of your comfort zone and move to something brand new. That's what the cards are saying. Negative to positive, good. Lost money, get it back, good. Yep. He works hard, good. Maybe that's L, huh? Maybe that person you're leaving was someone in your past. And L, maybe this is L, huh? This one is L. This is a good, mature person. That's a very good person. If that's L, that's a good person. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, the Emperor is a good person. And then this person is negative, but that was more in the foundation in the past. Then that shows you going from something negative to something positive. That works. Then losing money, getting it back, and the money comes back. This one, you'll get back what you lost. All right, we'll do Cat Lady, and I think that might be the end. Let's see what Cat Lady said. Oh, one of your cats disappeared in the autumn. So you're asking what happened to that cat that disappeared in the autumn? Let's see if it says anything. Cat disappeared way back in the autumn. This could be the disappearance because this talks about some kind of failure, and that's in the past. And then here's also a negative thing in the past. This one talks about, could be almost anything, because it talks about weakness, anything it talks about negative things having power over positive things. And one of them could be illness. So maybe he suffered some kind of illness. Because this talks about some kind of failure. And this, one of the things on this one is like an illness, like sickness over health. And it also has like evil over the good forces, or hate over love, or weakness over strength. So it could be that maybe he became weak and ill and he passed away. It could be. Let's see if it says anything like that in the other cards. This one shows freedom of the spirit. You could, I guess, say that his spirit is free. If he passed away, this one could be saying that his spirit is free to go and do other things now. This one talks about coming back from a spiritual. That's interesting. These two could be talking about some kind of illness. Then this one is saying spiritual freedom. And then this one is talking about coming back after some kind of spiritual retreat. When it's this way, this person is having trouble, and then he takes a break and has a spiritual retreat. And then this one is saying reaching a higher spiritual level. And then it comes up this way, meaning he finishes his spiritual retreat and he comes back. So it could be saying, I'm almost tempted to say that it's saying he's going to be he passed away and he's going to be reincarnated and come back as another cat. That's what it could be saying. Because this is reaching spiritual freedom. This is something negative happening here. Both of these are. Something negative happens. He reaches spiritual freedom, and then he comes back from that freedom back to where he was before. So it could be talking about reincarnation. Then this one talks about being successful over your enemies. It's the complete opposite of this one here. Because this one is the person is pushing the negative energy down and being successful. Then this one says the future will be better. The past was negative, but the future will be better. This also could be saying he suffered some kind of illness and he spent the winter somewhere else, and he might come back in the summer. When the weather is nice, he might come back. That could also be what it's saying. Maybe he had a fight with another cat, and then he defeats the cat, but he has an injury, and then he heals up from the injury and then comes back in the summertime when it's nice. Could be saying that too. Then here's victory and success, and it also shows travel. So if he went somewhere, spent the winter there because he got injured, he might come back, he might travel back in the summer. Then here's a negative money card. Then this one shows someone on a journey, and this person is on a journey all by himself. There's no one. So that could be saying that the cat is going to come back and be all by himself, and he'll eventually come back. And then this one finishes up with, that's friendship and love. So maybe that means that the cat went somewhere, got in a fight with another cat, got injured, and then spent the winter wherever he or she was when it happened, and then will come back in the summer. And here's the cat on a journey. And this also shows a journey. They're both on journeys. Here's a journey. Here's a person moving forward on a journey. And this person's on a journey. And they're both alone. They're both people by themselves. They don't have others with them. And then number 10, this is two people. This is either friendship or love. Two people. So it goes from one person to two people. So maybe the cat will come back. And then when you see the cat, then this is you and the cat. One person is you and one person's the cat. So the cat might come back. Or it could be saying the cat passed away and it'll be reincarnated as another cat. Because here it shows reaching spiritual freedom. And then here it shows coming back from a spiritual journey back to where the person began. And then here it shows being victorious over your enemies. And the future will be better. So it could be talking about something along those lines. The cat went somewhere, got in a fight with another cat, stayed in that location, got injured, stayed in that location, and will come back in the summer. And the cat was victorious, but it got injured. And this one says the future will be better. And then these two talk about being on a journey, but being alone. So that could be the cat coming back by his or herself. And then here we have two people who are either friends or lovers, friendship or romance. And then here we have that's achieving a goal. So that would be like achieving the goal, coming back and achieving the goal. And this one's also good for travel. So you have 3 cards that talk about travel. So maybe the cat is coming back, and it could be either physically coming back or spiritually coming back as another cat. It could be that. It could be talking about reincarnation as another cat. And it'll come back to the same area. And then you will meet the cat, but you won't know that that's the cat. It'll be a new cat to you. And then there's the two of you. There's the two of you together as friends. You're friends again, but you don't know that that's the cat because it's been reincarnated as another cat. It could be talking about that. Or just the cat comes back to you. I hope I wasn't too confusing. I kind of confused. I talk in circles sometimes. Yeah, it could be that you're saying you don't think that he's alive. So it could be that he's going to be reincarnated and then come back to you as another cat. So if you meet a new cat this summer, it might be that cat coming back to you in a reincarnated form. Because it does show reaching spiritual freedom and then coming back from spiritual freedom back to where it was before. So that could be like you're leaving planet Earth, going up to the spiritual level, and then you're reincarnated and you come back down to Earth and in a different form. So it could be something like that, because it does show illness. It does show illness. So it could be something like that. Got in a fight, got injured, it got infected, the cat passed away, went up to whatever spiritual level cats go to and then got reincarnated and is going to come back to you again as a different cat. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Either way, it shows the cat coming back somehow in some form. Either as the original cat or as a reincarnated cat, maybe. That's interesting. Maybe he was an angel. Yeah, but it's a good message. It's a good story. So whatever happens, it'll be good. Nothing negative in the story. Because it shows reaching spiritual freedom and then coming back. So it could be reaching that high level, that spiritual level, and then being reincarnated as another cat, or could be reincarnated as anything, really. That's an interesting one. Oh, you're welcome, cat lady. I think we're done now. That was a nice one to end on. Yeah, it's a good time to stop. Yep, 2 hours and 8 minutes. Yeah, I think we're closed now because it's at 2 hours and 8 minutes. I'll be back next Sunday. So whoever I missed, I'll come back next Sunday and we'll do it then. Try to come back earlier because when it gets to about this time, about 2 hours, that's pretty much it. So I usually start around 11:30 my time, Pacific Coast time, Washington State. Between 11:30 and 12 I start. So try to come earlier next time. All right, we're all done. That was a good one. All right, thank you, everyone. Thank you to the members. Thank you for the super chat. Cards are all ready to take a nap, rest up for next week. All right, I'll see you later. Have a nice whatever's left of the weekend. I don't know how much of your weekend is left, but enjoy the next week. I'll see you next weekend.